Holdsworth. We're at planetx.com, and they make some alright product. Now, someone is saying, Harley, why to buy one of your frames, your Pragma glycogen frame, when I could get the Holdsworth Super Professional Carbon Rome frame set for $50 US. This is about £500. Well, is it include plus shipping, plus this doesn't come with a headset, it doesn't come with a seat post, and this is extra things you have to buy. So you got to buy an adapter if you want on BSA, you got to buy a plug, you got to buy a derailleur hanger potentially, a seat post. Actually, this is what you need: mech hanger, wedge, seat post, headset. So that's an extra probably £100 there. So this is well over the price of what I offer. Color wise, it's a love or hate color. I think it looks a bit ugly. I think this is more of a steel color frame. I like the orange, I like the blue, but the mix, I don't know. The logo Holdsworth, I don't know, it's a UK thing. It's love or hate. Some people love or hate my color of my pink bike or my green bike or my yellow bike. That's fine. It's love or hate. So you either love it or you hate it. Let's have a look at the quality of the frame. I know which factories it's come out of, and I think the quality is good. What carbon are they using? They're using they said they're using they said they're using a blend. Where did I read that? Here we go. High blend. What does high blend mean? So I know this is a very, very cheap frame to make. Very cheap frame to make. All the frames, all the S-Works, the Pinarellos, they're all coming out of China now, and they don't cost that much to make. But this is even less expense because it's I would say probably the scrap, which is probably good, is recycling material. So, from eco point, that high blend, then it's probably more eco. UCI approved, that's cool. What else can we say? So the carbon fiber is of a cheaper type. Doesn't mean it's bad. Doesn't mean it's bad at all. It's just costs less, even though this bike would cost more than mine. Because the reason why brands choose a cheaper carbon is for profit margin. These bikes, this is a business. Planet X is a business. My Pragma is a sort of a business, but it's more of a hobby. It's more of a personal interest. I don't make much on my frames. Sometimes I don't even make money on the frame. Sometimes it costs me to sell the frame based on where it gets shipped to or certain other factors there. But definitely this is a bike. There's no coaching with this frame. There's no coaching at all. You're on your own. Once you get this bike, you're on your own. In terms of coaching or training or nutrition or YouTube tips or whatever. Someone who buys one of my frames gets included free pass into my coaching Facebook group where hundreds of people are in. So what else can we critique? Also, I don't like this seat post design. That looks a little bit weird. I don't know what's going on here. How does that work? The seat posts, I don't know. What's going on there? Is that done a bit wrong? Because look how skinny it is here. There's no seat post that tapers that quickly. I don't know what's going on there. Either way, though, it looks like a proprietary seat post, meaning proprietary means it only fits this bike. So let's say you go to Thailand and you're riding down the doi and a dog runs out and you have a bit of a light crash, you don't get hurt, but your seat post gets snapped in half or gets cracked. And what do you do for a seat post then? Your holiday's finished. You ain't going to get another seat post. They might ship one out from the UK for €100 or whatever, but that's a week or 2 weeks away. So with my bike, if you crack your seat post, heaven forbid, from a crash or whatever, you go to a local bike shop, 27.2. It's like pick your bike shop. They all have them. Every bike shop has a 27.2 seat post. If they don't, the one down the street will. And that's why I designed my frames, or selected my frames, to have 27.2, because it's just ease of use. Again, what happens if you lose a screw here, the special little wedge? You're screwed. Fork-wise, it looks cool. It looks like a non-proprietary, just a standard tapered fork. That's good. That's a positive. But what if you crack the fork? Can you get the same one? How much will it cost you? Will it be the same color? With my forks, 100% it will be the same color, be under 200 US to ship it to you, including paint. Done deal. Bottom bracket, this looks like it's got a PF30, aka BB30, aka hit and miss with the creak. Some people like BB30. Myself, I find it's hit and miss. So some of my BB30 bikes that I own, the Specialized or the Cannondales, are okay. Some, they creak. So it's personal preference. I prefer BSA, British Small Arms, which is a standard that's been used over 100 years because it just works. BB30 is cheaper to produce because you don't have to put any threads in there. Labor is a lot less. It's just cheaper. Just mold it and boom, clean it and go. So it's just a lot cheaper to use BB30. Maintenance wise, hit and miss, creaking, and just just Google up BB30 creaking, and some people are really cracked with the BB30. Derailleur hanger looks like a pretty standard derailleur hanger. Shouldn't be too hard to get one of those. That's about it. So no custom paint, proprietary seat post, creaking BB potentials, love or hate color, fork replacement. It will fit, any standard fork should fit in there, okay. But color wise, the seat post will cover that. So that's plus shipping. It's going to cost you a lot more. Let's have a little play. Let's choose it. How much will it cost me to get one of these things? I'll need a plug. Oh, there's no Wi-Fi here. We're out. We're done. Anyway, it'll cost you a lot more than my bike will. It doesn't have what I've offered. That's just the deal there. So next, find me a bike with better value, better performance, better coaching at a better price, and I'll give you a free bike. And I just want to add, if you do have one of these bikes, I'm sure they ride really nicely, all right? So I'm not trying to put the brand down. I think Planet X is doing a great job of providing good value bikes, good quality bikes. They are very good value if you compare it against, a Pinarello or S-Works Tarmac or Trek Madone or a Mondo, etc., which in my opinion cost a lot of money for where they come from, what they are. That's my personal opinion based on 22 years of racing experience and owning so many carbon bikes. Why pay more in 2020? If you do it. Like, I'm not saying don't. If you want a Pinarello because you're a Chris Froome fan like me and you want to just have a Chris Froome bike, then go and buy your Pinarello. It's your money, it's your choice. All right? All I'm saying out there is just because a frame costs 10 times as much doesn't make it any better at all. My bikes ride as good or better than all the top end frames out there, and they're a lot easier to find parts for afterwards. All right? It's going to be a lot cheaper long term. But if you want the name, if you want the sticker, if you want a certain angle or look, then you got to pay the extra. So you got to ask the question: is it worth paying the extra money? If it is, go ahead and do it. Right? So I'm not trying to compete with Planet X or Pinarello or whatever, because I don't want to sell 1 million frames. I don't want to change my lifestyle. I don't want to have extra stress and responsibility of managing all that stuff. I don't want that to happen. It won't happen. It won't happen because that's just the nature of humans. You can put out the best deal, people will still be like, it's too good, it's too cheap. No. These peaches are too sweet. This sugar's bad. No. So it's never going to take off. I'm just putting it out there for my diehard fans who just want to have an option. They want a high performance bike at a realistic price, custom paint, great after sales service, free coaching, blah blah blah. They just want that, and no one's doing that. So I'm not trying here to be competitive with anyone. It might sound like I am because I'm like qualifying to someone saying there's a better deal. I'm just saying this is the best deal. All right? So that's the little challenge that I'm providing here today. But I'm definitely not trying to compete with the giants. I can't. I don't want to. It'll never happen. I'm not trying to. I'm just saying there, this is the deal. It's like me saying, the Hungry Jack's Rebel Whopper is the best burger that Hungry Jack's ever made. For your taste-wise, the health, for the planet, it just is. It is. But it's not going to take over the Hungry Jack's meat burgers, because that's what people want. People want, I'm going to have a meat for whatever emotional reasons they believe they need to have meat. Same with people always going to buy an expensive bike because they're a barrister or a surgeon or whatever, a pilot, and they're making big money, and they're like, well, I've got to stand out from the peasants around me. Don't touch my bike, you peasant. So I've got to spend $10,000 on a bike to be not peasant. I don't want to be a peasant. I can't do that. I'm too insecure to ride a cheap bike. So there's always going to be people out there who want to buy, the bling. They just want it. They'll pay 10 times markup. They'll pay insane ticket price just to separate themselves from the peasants. All right. So I understand that. That's never going to change. There are people out there who always going to eat meat because they think, if I don't eat meat, I won't be manly. I don't have enough protein. All this, which knows all nonsense today in 2020, but that's just human nature. All right. People just got insecurity or false beliefs or whatever. That's just the nature of humans. All right? So just to be clear again, to repeat myself like I do, not trying to compete, just trying to provide. Big difference.